after well over a month of negotiations, many conflicting reports and a bit of patience from the Arsenal fanbase, the Gabriel Jesus saga is finally coming to an end. But let's find out today if Arsenal have agreed a deal with Man City. Are the Gunners set to launch their second offer for Raphinha? And have they made contacts with Atletico Madrid's João Felix? Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Bowz14. Welcome back to your boys channel, and I want to say a massive thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and the support that you guys are showing is so sensational. Let's continue that by smashing a like, subscribing if you are new. As we push towards the big 100k, my target is to hopefully hit that before my birthday on the 14th of July next month. Anyways, into the Arsenal transfer news, and starting off with the updates on Gabriel Jesus. This has longed out, and I am sure that a lot of Arsenal fans are getting to the point of they're bored of hearing the negotiation phase, they're bored of hearing advanced talks, they want to hear about agreements, done deals, and here we goes. But it seems like today is the day where Arsenal have finally made a breakthrough. According to the reliable Ben Jacobs, Man City and Arsenal have now verbally agreed a fee for Gabriel Jesus. Highly likely that a move will be completed in the next 7 to 10 days. The personal terms will see the player earn around £220,000 a week at Arsenal. About time Arsenal have verbally agreed the fee, and that's a massive part of this transfer. It's been the longest part during negotiations. Man City went close to the 60 to 50 and Arsenal's max was 42. The verbal agreement confirms that Man City and Arsenal are now on the same page, and all that is now left to do is to finalise the structure of the deal, how Arsenal are paying, in how many instalments, the add-ons, etc, and the personal terms at £220,000 a week. They should not be an issue. The latest update from Fabrizio Romano is that Arsenal and Man City are still working on the Gabriel Jesus deal. Talks are also in progress on the player's side. It takes some time as it's a big deal, with key details now being discussed. Arsenal are negotiating on both Gabriel and Raphinha deals at the same time, with a lot of competition for Raphinha. Edu Gaspar seems to be a busy man. Fabio Vieira has been confirmed, and now a double negotiations, and that's forgetting about Martinez. But for the case of Gabriel Jesus, with the verbal agreement being reached, this is as close as it gets to a done deal. Of course, anything is possible in the transfer market. We keep our fingers crossed, but in my opinion, in this next few days we should get official confirmation from Fabrizio Romano, maybe even a here we go, and potentially, if things go to plan, next week we could get an official confirmation from Arsenal Football Club. But as Fabrizio confirms, Edu Gaspar is negotiating for both Gabriel Jesus and Raphinha. There have been some reports that have claimed that his entourage, his agents, have been at Arsenal's training ground. But the latest from David Ornstein is that Arsenal have made their first formal offer for Leeds' winger last night. And while it fell well below Leeds' valuation and has been rejected, the interest remains very strong. It may be a long and difficult process due to the competition, but Arsenal are determined to sign the 25-year-old. Despite the bid being rejected, for Arsenal to put that offer forwards in the first place is a signalling of intent to Leeds, to Raphinha, that we want you at the Emirates Stadium and we are being serious. And according to Sky Sports, Arsenal are now expected to go back in with an improved offer for Leeds United's Raphinha, with even the reliable Matteo Moretto confirming that Arsenal want to close a deal for Raphinha as soon as possible. The first offer confirmed Arsenal's intent. The second offer now has to be closer to reach an agreement. Well, according to Fabrizio Romano, it is likely to require at least £65 million to convince Leeds United to sell Raphinha. Arsenal intend to push again after their opening bid was rejected. That price tag is a hefty price tag, and I am sure there'll be plenty of Arsenal fans with their own opinions on whether that is value for money. But ultimately, this is a player that Mikel Arteta is a massive admirer of, and likewise the Arsenal hierarchy. They understand the importance of squad depth next season, with the World Cup in Qatar mid-season, the Europa League and the extra games. But also Raphinha is an opportunity that wasn't meant to be on the market in the first place. Barca had agreed personal terms, and it was all but set for the player to go to the Camp Nou. But with them not having the finances and him now being an open race, Arsenal have jumped into the opportunity, and they're trying to now agree a deal to sign the player. Fabrizio Romano also says that Tottenham have told Leeds they want to make a bid. Barcelona have agreed personal terms, but Leeds won't accept their €40 million offer. And you even have Chelsea's new owner in Todd Boehly exploring the situation for Chelsea. There is no denying that Arsenal have a lot of competition in this transfer, but let's break it down. Now, Barcelona are a club that, despite agreeing personal terms, they do not have the finances to make the offer that Leeds United wants. You've now got recent reports out of Spain that they are now out of the race, and their focus now is to extend the contract of Ousmane Dembele. But then you have Chelsea, a club that has the Champions League football, and you have to admit right now are ahead of Arsenal in terms of their project, the squad they have, and with their new owner in Todd Boehly, they also will have the finances. But according to Ben Jacobs, Chelsea are likely to prioritise the signing of Raheem Sterling. So it looks like Chelsea have a different priority, but that still leaves us with Tottenham Hotspur. But in the article released by David Ornstein yesterday, he confirmed that as things stands, Tottenham are full favourites behind Arsenal for the chase of Raphinha. They might have the finances and the Champions League, but right now their main attention is on Everton's Richarlison. With all things taken into context, the fact that Arsenal are the only team that have put forward an actual offer, the fact that Edu Gaspar has very good connections with the agency of Raphinha, there is a very good argument to be made that as things stands, Arsenal are the favourites to land the Brazilian. And in terms of the selling club in Leeds, according to reports in Portugal, they have had a €30 million offer rejected for Porto right winger Otavio. They also have confirmed interest in Cody Gakpo, another wide forward. The fact that Leeds are now making opening bids for other wingers, it's a massive indication that they understand Raphinha is well on his way out. He is definitely going to leave, and maybe even indicates that a sale of Raphinha is potentially further down the line. And ultimately the move for Otavio has the fingerprints of Jorge Mendes all over it. The same agent that was a massive part of Arsenal's signing of Fabio Vieira, the agent that has close ties to the agency of Raphinha. Potentially what we have here is a case where Jorge Mendes is using his clients here to get Leeds a replacement, potentially get Arsenal a transfer, and this negotiation phase is really starting to take shape. So my friends, let's keep an eye on it. Nothing is confirmed, anything is possible, but as things stand, Arsenal are pushing very hard for Raphinha. Can they agree a deal? We're going to have to wait and see. But the potential signing of Raphinha surely indicates the departure of Nicola Pepe. But according to the Mail, Nicola Pepe is yet to attract any interest so far this transfer window. It's low-key surprising because Pepe changed his agency, and that was to attempt to get a move away from Arsenal. Arsenal want to sell the player wants to leave, and Arsenal have set a reported price tag of around £25 to £30 million. There have been some reports linking it with a move to the Serie A. The likes of AC Milan and Inter seem to have interest, but there's been no official offers or any proposals towards Arsenal. But you know what? I think we should be keeping an eye on Paris Saint-Germain. They have got a brand new director of football in Luis Campos, and they are set to appoint a new manager in Christophe Galtier. Both of those guys used to work at Lille. They were the guys that signed Pepe and got the best out of him. With Pepe set to be on the market, don't be surprised if Christophe Galtier and Luis Campos try to bring the Ivorian to the Parc des Princes and can provide Arsenal with the £25 million required to secure his services. According to El Chingarito TV in Spain, Arsenal are reportedly interested in contacting João Felix about the potential of coming to the Emirates. Simeone has transfer listed him, and he's offered him to a number of clubs and would like to replace him with Gonzalo Guedes. Now, João Felix is a player that we actually spoke about quite a lot during the season, and that was when Arsenal potentially were going to get into the Champions League. Not only would the price tag be gargantuan, but to attract the player of his quality, with the other clubs that reportedly had interest, I believe the Champions League would have been necessary. Him being offered out is not a surprise, but for Arsenal to afford him with the priority being Gabriel Jesus, maybe if we aren't to sign Raphinha, we might make a move for João Felix and move Jesus out wide. With João Felix being that false 9 type of profile, I'm not sure that Arsenal will take the opportunity. Moving on to the latest on Lisandro Martinez. The Argentine centre-back, left-back, defensive midfielder, the versatile profile that has become the defensive priority for Mikel Arteta. Today, according to David Ornstein, Arsenal are really strongly pushing for Lisandro Martinez. I think it means that Arsenal are in deep negotiations and they are trying their utmost hardest to agree a fee with Ajax. But in terms of that price tag, according to Fabrizio Romano, the price tag is 45 to 50 million euros, and this was also confirmed by the reliable Mike Verwey. That roughly translates to 40 to 45 million pounds, which is roughly 15 million pounds less than Arsenal's opening offer, which was rejected. Look, there is a distance there, but it's definitely doable, and if Arsenal can sell the likes of Lucas Torreira, the money that we've got from Matteo Guendouzi, and depending on how much exactly Mikel Arteta wants Lissandro, it will now be a test for the likes of Edu Gaspar, Richard Garlick, to see their proper negotiating powers, and maybe even an opportunity for Arsenal to flex their muscles in the transfer market. To sign Jesus, Raphinha on top of Vieira, Tielemans and Martinez, that would take a gargantuan amount of money. But on Yuri Tielemans, Ben Jacobs says that Arsenal have put in a lot of work for Tielemans over the last year. They have agreed personal terms with the player. Arsenal have always wanted to pay £25 million, with Leicester wanting around £30 to £32 million, and could ask for add-ons. There will need to be a compromise for a deal to go through. But that price tag difference of £5 to £10 million isn't too massive. The waiting game is being played by Arsenal. It is a risky move because Leicester aren't asking for a massive amount of extra money. But if with just a little bit of patience, you could save yourself up to £10 to £5 million, then why wouldn't you? According to David Ornstein, Yuri Tielemans could require an outgoing for the deal to happen. There have been some reports linking Granit Xhaka with a move to the Serie A and even to the Bundesliga. And there are some reports indicating that after signing Fabio Vieira to sign an extra midfielder like Yuri Tielemans, there could be an outgoing Arsenal player, and that player looks like it might be Granit Xhaka. Despite him saying that he's happy at Arsenal, despite him signing that brand new contract at the start of last season, if signing Yuri Tielemans means that Arsenal have to sell Granit Xhaka, then should we go and do it? According to Get Football News in Italy, reported Arsenal transfer target Victor Osimhen's contract has been seized by the police during a raid at the Napoli offices to investigate his transfer to Napoli. Osimhen signed for Napoli for a record fee years ago, and ultimately it was a very hefty price tag for a player that only had maybe one good season in Liga for Lyon. So there's always been some hints behind the scenes that something dodgy happened, and now according to reports, the police are on the investigation, and with him being a target of Arsenal Football Club, we're going to have to wait and see what it means for our pursuits. Moving on to the other Arsenal news today, and starting off with a confirmed loan move for one of Arsenal's star boys from Hill End, as has been officially confirmed that Arsenal youngster Tyrese John Jules has joined League One side Ipswich Town on a season-long loan. John Jules is now I think 19, maybe 20 years of age, and over the years he was one of Arsenal's most highly rated young players, but so far he hasn't quite lived up to the hype, and last year, being on loan at Blackpool, he had that loan terminated. Now he is going to League One side Ipswich Town, so potentially it will be a good move. If he scores some goals, gets some assists and finds some form, there still might be a future for him at Arsenal Football Club. According to Gianluca Di Marcio, Hellas Verona are interested in Arsenal central defender Pablo Mari. Mr. Pablo Mari is definitely on his way out of the Emirates Stadium. In the second half of last season he was on loan at Udinese, and despite thriving in the Serie A, it looks like Udinese don't have the finances to pay the £5 million that Arsenal have set for Pablo Mari. Now it is over to Hellas Verona to see if they can make the right offer. And finally, according to the Atalanta director, he says that we have followed Tavares since he was playing for the Benfica youth teams. He is a strong player, but Tavares is under contract with Arsenal, and it's really difficult to sign players from the Premier League clubs. So very interestingly, Atalanta have confirmed that they are following and have interest in Nuno Tavares. Now Arsenal's ideal scenario is to loan out the player for him to gain experience. They've also set a €40 million price tag on the player. Atalanta are a club that is known for playing wing backs and maximising them, so Tavares going in there makes a lot of sense. Whether it's going to be a permanent transfer or a loan, we're going to have to wait and see. But that is the video there, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, smash a like and subscribe if you are new. If you would like to follow your boy on all of his social medias, then the links will be down below in the description. But that was today's episode of the Transfers FC. Thank you so much for the consistent support that you show your boy, and now it is over to Edu Gaspar to finalize a deal for Gabriel Jesus. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves, and in a bit.